how to categorize your layers, how to find your layers. Where's layers in the first place? That's probably even more important. Of course, once you do that, so go to View and Studio and Layers. Everything's in the Studio feature, so layers. So you've got your layers here, and you can see what happens. Color coding. Color coding is a great way of sorting out your different layers, and you can do it for images, pixel layers, Gaussian blurs, diamonds, pixels, everything, adjustments, text layers. They can all have color coding. Color coding means instead of like with groups, say you've got a group here, I've got a group. Now group, great, but you've got a little group there, but say you've got an item down here you want as part of the group. You can't do that. Well, not easily anyway. It'll be very tricky. However, color coding gets around that, but it's a pity in many ways that the color coding hasn't been extended even further with sort of a kind feature, so you could sort of like filter out various certain types or kinds of things. So if you've got a blurred thing, you can't do that. You can't search either. There's no search feature. It'd be really nice if there was a search feature, so you can obviously name things properly. I don't name things properly at all. Never have, but you should. But it's always the way. So if you name something, you could search for it. However, color coding is a way around that, which is really good. And I'm just going to go to here, and I can change color coding here. That's all you have to do. Simply just change the color there. Go to any of these layers, and you can go to this text layer, again down to here, and green. Go down to this text layer, and you can go. Now you'll see another limitation with this, slight limitation, is that there's only a few colours. So you've got about 7 or 8 colours. 7. I think it's 7, last count. But it would be nice if you could sort of change the colour, maybe the whole colours, swatches. Swatches would be brilliant if it could access that. Now, if you don't want one of these ones, colour coding, you think, you know what, I don't want that anyway. What you can do, you can go right down there, and there's a little option there. That's the first item, and you can just select, and that's it. You've got rid of it. So that's quite easy just to remove them. Unfortunately, there's no feature unless it's just, you can, it's just, I haven't even done that, so I'm just going to try and, doesn't let me do any more. I'll select that lot. Then I can go to the right side, and then I can go down there. Does do it. Whew. That was good. It's amazing. I just suddenly thought, I wonder if it can select multiple items. And then you can do it. So you can select multiple items, which is quite useful. And you can obviously do it the other way, I assume. So let's just try it. And I haven't done that yet. So again, right click and go for purple. So you can select multiple items and change them all to that color coding, which is useful. Now, when you create a text layer, you've got a text layer here, I should say, duplicate the text layer. And I'm going to hold down the Alt Option key and create another copy. And you can see as I create that, what happens? They all got purple at the side. So that's quite useful. So you can literally straight away, so you could, as long as you start with a good color coding right from the start, you start adding layers based on a previous layer, then you've got all of them purple. And of course, that's probably the best way, is not to randomly decide, oh, I'm going to go for red, green, blue, whatever. But literally you can go through all these and set them to any color you want. So when you select this, sometimes it does seem to let you select that layer and then change the color, but sometimes it just goes back to try and select all of it. But I have noticed that I can set, you can see that because I've got purple and thing. So it's quite possible to achieve it, but not always. Sometimes it just, and you can see what happens. That is strange. Now that's even weirder. See, now I've got the color coding going, right, so if you've got a sort of, obviously a rectangle and a curve adjustment, you've actually got it going over it as if it's sort of joining it together, which I suppose is nice. I didn't notice that before, that they're grouped, the whole thing is, and then you've got the colour, individual colour for that one, which is useful. So you can get it. Sometimes it doesn't let you do it, and I've noticed it just changed it for both, but sometimes it seems you can do it. However, it's just a great way. Well, this is all brilliant. And you've got all your colour-coded everything. You've got all your layers. You've got your greens. Just going to go down to this one and say select this one and make that a green. That's a pattern layer. This is a pixel. And you don't have to have it displayed. So I've got this one here. So I deselect it. Doesn't matter if there's displayed or not. You can still colour-code them. However, all useful, but what use is it? So you just right-click And you've got this option, select same tag colour. And that's really useful because you can just go, bang, straight away you've got all of the items selected. If you go to another one, let's just go to that one, and again, select same tag colour, and you find, so that's a way of sort of pseudo grouping things by using this thing. It is a pity, like I say, it can't be extended to more colours. A whole continuous colour range would have been brilliant. But you can do it, say you've got ones here, say you go rectangle and you apply effects or something. You could say, well, that one I want to be, because of that, I can go for red or some other colour, whatever colour it is. So you've got a whole range of doing. Colour coding, I think is great. So I definitely recommend you checking it out. I say there's a few things I would love to see improved in it. It's a great start to help, certainly, layers, searching of layers. The search feature would be even better, I think. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Always adding tutorials all the time. A dislike or like, always appreciated. Thank you much.